Menu narration option is set to off.
Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, Davis-Wade Stadium, where they've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense takes the field. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Ivory. And he breaks into the open. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Made this. His way into the end zone.
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators offense has its first opportunity of the day. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Hard running there. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Off he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play. Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Here's the handoff. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They're about to snap it for the 9th play on this drive, and they need a yard on third down. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They go to the ground. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator. The defense flailed at him like he was slathered in baby oil and wrapped in rattlesnakes. They didn't get close to him.
It's hard, man. The dude's so fast, but he's still allowed to throw it. He can still run it. He's so hard to get a handle on, and I tell you what, that's why he makes big plays time and time again.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Complete downfield. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on.
Mississippi State going up tempo. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. They'll go to the ground. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. The Gators will punt it away on fourth down. And the returner goes down. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw. Swings it out to the flat. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Fights off a defender. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. A strike downfield. Smashes through the tackle. Can anyone catch him? And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They'll give it to the back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this op.
Got a lot of running room. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Wants to bring it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Trying play action. Quarterback moving. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
He wants to throw here on second down. Finds his target down the middle. Tackled immediately after the catch.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Looking downfield, it's Sims. He tries to take the top off. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun on third down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Snatches it on the right. The expressway is wide open. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Gators!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. First down for this offense. And with time running out here in the second quarter, they'll just take a knee. Down on the scoreboard, they'll try to regroup in the locker room at halftime. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has... Here comes the offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here...
And he's running in the open. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Quickly.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida!
Number 24.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Off play action. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layup.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Big first down sack for the defense, brings up 2nd down. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll take it on the return. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll run it again. Still He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about.
Holding, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. They want to run it left here. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
Man, a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Gators heading quickly to the line. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Across the 45. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? Try to get it on the ground. At the 45, on its way. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. Went to the running game to convert that fourth down. They might go right back to it here. They're getting this guy lathered up.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Power football with the run. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25.
Fires toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After the misfire, now on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Time winding down in the quarters, they come to the line. Running behind that left side. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3-spot on the board. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Gain of 12. First and goal, Florida.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch near the 50. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically...
Touchdown, Florida! And the pummeling has started. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just put...
That makes the score.
This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra 1st down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking to move it through the air. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst night.
Tipped at the line, and it's intercepted. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! They stretch this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought This game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Florida Atlantic has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Boca Raton. They're up by 7 over Charlotte. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And the third down pass is incomplete.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying.
And that pass intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. A little release to the back. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They'll throw it on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he makes the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
56, Mississippi State, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again.
Easy. Check. Unlock.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to...
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
And the Florida offense will take over.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
First down here for the offense. Quarterback will audible.
325. Squirrel.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. The freshman able to get home with the sack. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry up. He's back to throw on second down. Gonna take a shot. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It is your job as an OC to be aggressive. I get that, but you can't be reckless. And once you've made one mistake already in the fourth quarter, you still got the lead, you might want to now start thinking about running some clock.
Offense getting set for first down. He's gonna pass. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Trying to get to him. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And, man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different... playing with so much more confidence. And, David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happened.
Everybody gets energy.